Miles Morales. I'm Brooklyn's only Spider-Man, and things are going great. Sorry!
Today, we'll be dissecting the exciting trailer for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse and uncovering the Venom Easter eggs that you may have missed. Get ready for a web-slinging adventure as we uncover the secrets lurking in the shadows. For number 1, we have everything on a bagel. During Miles' escape from the ALAX facility and into the Spider-Verse, he hurled a bagel at the scientist, asking, "Where do you think you're going?" Reflecting on this iconic moment, Chris Miller, one of the film's creators, described it as the birth of a significant piece of history. Interestingly enough, the bagel ends up playing a crucial role in Across the Spider-Verse. As Miles discovers the scientist he hit with the bagel turns out to be the Spot, leading him down a villainous path. The Spot reveals his true identity, stating, "I am Spot. It's not funny. Don't do that." This revelation prompts us to speculate whether the bagel may also be a playful reference to another multiverse film, including a polished baked good, Everything Everywhere All at Once. While it could be a mere coincidence that both movies were made around the same time, it would create an intriguing full-circle connection. This brings us to number 2, the significance of 42. Throughout Into the Spider-Verse, the number 42 appears several times. However, its importance takes on an even greater role in the sequel as we delve into the spider that bit Miles, Spider 42. Despite not being a direct reference to The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, this number carries a hidden meaning. It pays homage to the legendary Brooklyn Dodger Jackie Robinson, who is renowned for his jersey number 42. Interestingly, the late Chadwick Boseman portraying Robinson in the film 42 fittingly becomes part of the Spider-Verse as well. And at number 3, we delve into the Comic Code Authority, reminiscent of Into the Spider-Verse. Even before the sequel's plot unfolds, a delightful retro Easter egg awaits us. You see, this was a time when the Comics Code still held sway. The Comics Code Authority was established in the 1950s out of concern that American youth were being corrupted by morally questionable comic books. Right after the studio logos, the film proudly displays the seal of approval from the Comics Code Authority. This organization was introduced in 1954 in response to psychiatrist Frederick Wertham's critique of the medium in his book Seduction of the Innocent. Interestingly, the code remained in effect until 2011 when publishers deemed it outdated and abandoned it. Stan Lee, the legendary comic book writer, even expressed his desire to publish comics without the code seal. Quite remarkable, isn't it? Beyond its clever inclusion as an Easter egg, the Comics Code resonates with the themes explored in Across the Spider-Verse. This brings us to number 4, a nod to No Way Home. Miguel O'Hara finds himself preoccupied with the monumental task of preventing multiple universes from collapsing. Consequently, he seemingly lacks the time to intervene in Doctor Strange's memory spell, although he possesses knowledge of the cataclysmic multiverse event. During his introduction, Miguel not only alludes to Strange, but also mentions Tom Holland's Peter Parker in Earth 1999-99, the setting of the MCU. Co-director Kemp Powers clarifies that the Spider-Verse is not directly tied to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. However, as Miles takes a daring leap, he crosses paths with Spider-Man, bridging a gap between them. We speculate that the Spider Society observed Peter Holland's impressive feat of holding a fairy together and took it as a cue to prepare themselves. Both Holland's Peter and the Spider Society have been remarkably successful, achieving about 98% success rate in maintaining stability. This brings us to number 5, the inclusion of the comic book canon. In a manner even more pronounced than the previous film, Across the Spider-Verse serves as a vivid collage of comic book elements brought to life. It only makes sense to incorporate several iconic covers and panels into the narrative. As demonstrated through Peter's poignant decision to abandon his suit in Spider-Man No More, we witness his proclamation, "I'm Spider-Man no more," echoing his desire to escape the pain that comes with the responsibility. Amidst the web-slinging adventures, there's also room for romance in Spidey's life, exemplified by an image depicting Peter and MJ's wedding. It beautifully weaves together the intricate tapestry of comic book canon. At number 6, we delve into the Raimi universe. Uncle Ben's tragic demise stands as a defining moment in the journeys of almost every Spider person. Among various renditions, the version that resonated most deeply with audiences was portrayed in Sam Raimi's 2002 film. A still from this heart-wrenching scene appears as Miles receives guidance on the significance of loss and how it has shaped his fellow Spider counterparts. What about Uncle Ben? If not for Uncle Ben, most of us wouldn't be here. But the references to Raimi's Spider-Man doesn't stop there. Taking us on a nostalgic trip down memory lane, we catch a glimpse of the iconic upside-down kiss between Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker and Kirsten Dunst's MJ. Even more than 2 decades after the release of this groundbreaking blockbuster, certain moments remain instantly recognizable, even when subtly tucked away in the background. And now, at number 7, we encounter J.K. Simmons. The unmistakable J. Jonah Jameson, the one and only, returns as an integral part of the Spider-Man universe. His presence evokes a sense of familiarity and nostalgia as he proclaims, "Spider-Man, I knew you two were in this together." The incomparable Simmons seamlessly embodies the character, leaving an indelible mark on the franchise. "Ah, I recognize you. Hey there, kiddo. Let mom and dad have a moment to talk, William." The role of Spider-Man can be recast every few years, but there's only one man who truly embodies J. Jonah Jameson. No doubt about it. And now we present conclusive proof that Spider-Man is responsible for Mysterio's brutal murder. As we traverse from one universe to another, we encounter different renditions of the fiery Daily Bugle editor. One appears on television, another is heard on the radio, and even a Lego version sits behind a desk, barking orders. What unites these different versions of Jameson, aside from their short tempers? Well, it's none other than J.K. Simmons, the actor who effortlessly reminds us why he is the definitive Jameson by lending his voice to each incarnation of the character. In fact, the Lego Jameson even utters a line from the 2002 film, demanding that Lego Peter bring him a decent picture of Spider-Man the next morning. Spider-Man, page 1 with a decent picture this time. Move Conway to page 7. There's a problem with page 8. Make it page 8 and give him 10% off. No, make it 5%. Whether in flesh and blood or molded plastic, Simmons is undeniably Jameson. And now onto number 8, the Spider-Mobile strikes back. Spider-Man, known for effortlessly swinging through the city's skyscrapers, has never really needed a vehicle. So it's both baffling and amusing to think that the character once had a red and blue car, the Spider-Mobile. In the comics, there was a point where Spider-Man had his own vehicle called the Spider-Mobile. It was a peculiar addition, and even Spider-Man himself admitted it was a silly idea. However, he couldn't resist the tempting offer from Corona Motors, who provided a generous payment that Peter desperately needed. During Miles' encounter with the Spider Society, he comes across a group of spider people cruising in a peculiar set of wheels that raises eyebrows. Whether it was a non-living vehicle or a multiverse version of Peter's parked car remains uncertain. Regardless, we can only hope that the Spider-Mobile-like car was properly insured against any potential mishaps. Now on to number 9, a familiar prowler. While most of the universes we visit in the film are animated, we take a few live-action detours as we explore different dimensions. In one instance, the Spot steals a pack of Venom gum from Mrs. Chen, a nod to the Venom movies. As Miles delves into the connection between grief and the Spider-Man legacy, we witness a poignant moment featuring Andrew Garfield's Peter holding the lifeless body of Captain Stacy in his arms. But the moment that truly ignites the biggest applause occurs shortly after Miles arrives at the Spider Society. A variant of his Uncle Aaron has been apprehended. While this Aaron may not be the same one Miles knows and loves, Tom Holland's Spider-Man might recognize him. Although it's unclear if this is the exact Aaron Davis from the MCU, it's undeniably satisfying to finally see Donald Glover donning the Prowler costume. Number 10, Spider People Everywhere. The Spider Society sequence alone is a goldmine of Easter eggs, delighting comic book fans with familiar and obscure variants. True enthusiasts will recognize characters like the superior Spider-Man, Spider-Wolf, Spider-Horse, and the eccentric Bombastic Bagman. There are also unique iterations like Spinner Rat, an alternate version of Mary Jane Watson, and Ben Reilly, the clone of Peter Parker. Thanks for swinging by, fellow Spidey fans. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to stay up to date with the latest Spider-Man news, theories, and Easter eggs, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a web-slinging adventure. Drop a comment below with your favorite Easter egg from the trailer, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!